Hiya, I'm Siobhan, part of the team here at Zenkit. Zenkit helps you organize your projects, ideas, and business. So here we are on the Zenkit homepage as a completely new user. The first thing you see is a section called My Collections. A collection is where you work on a project, collect ideas, or build a customer base. Up in the top left-hand corner, you can access the navigation panel, which will help you to quickly navigate between your most recently used collections. Next to it is the global search bar. When you make a search with this bar, it'll look for items through all of your collections in all of your teams. Next to it is the Zenkit logo. Click on this to navigate back to the homepage from anywhere inside the app. In the top right-hand corner, you'll see a small icon with your initials on it. Click on this to access your profile page. Next to it is a small bell icon. Click here to access your notifications. Down at the bottom of the page, you'll see a New Team button. A team is where you work with colleagues or friends on different aspects of the same project or company. I'll show you how to create a new one later. For now, let's get right into collections. Collections are called collections because inside each one you collect items of the same type: tasks, bug reports, customers, ideas, anything you like. Let's open the example collection. What you see here is a Kanban board. You may be familiar with Kanban. It's a very simple and powerful tool you can use to track a project. What you see here are called items. Items can be anything. In this case, they're tasks, but as I mentioned earlier, they could be customers, ideas, or even recipes. Each item is organized under a label: to do, in progress, done. To move items along, just drag and drop them under the appropriate label. If you want to add another label to the collection, just click on Add List on the right-hand side. To move lists in the collection, just drag and drop. To delete a list that you don't need, click on the name and click Delete List. You can see that each item has some information on it. To see more detail, click on an item to open it. Each of these sections is a field. Each item in the collection has the same fields. This makes a lot of sense if you think about it, because everything in a collection is an item of the same type, and therefore has the same properties. So in this collection, the items are tasks, and each has a due date, state of progress, level of importance, and an estimate of how long it'll take to complete. To add a new field, click on the three-dot icon at the top. Let's add a member field so we can assign tasks to different members. Each time you add a new field, a field properties pop-up will appear. Depending on the type of field you add, you can change different properties. You can always give your field a new name and enter a description so others know what the field is for. Don't forget, when you add a field to a collection, it'll be added to every item in that collection. Once you're happy, click Create to apply the field. You'll now see your new field in the item. Depending on how important that information is to you, you can move fields up or down on the item. If you ever want to change the settings of a particular field, just click on the field name, then click Properties. Lastly, under the Activities tab, you can see all the changes that have been made to an item so far. If you want to make a comment, just click in the comment box and start typing. One of the fields that you see here, State, shows the labels that we're using as Kanban list headers. The great thing about label and member fields is that you can organize your Kanban by any label or member field. If you click on the Kanban icon in the top right-hand corner, you open up the Views menu. Click on Options, then choose another list from the vertical grouping menu. As you can see, our Kanban board is now organized by importance. Anytime you add a new member or label field, perhaps countries your offices are located in, or the difficulty of a task, you will always be able to use it to organize your Kanban board. As I move items between lists, you'll see this number changing. This currently shows the number of items in a list, but it can also show totals for any number field in the collection. Want to see the total time estimate for all high priority tasks? Just click on the number to switch it. This is a fantastic way to learn more information about your projects. You can see how many tasks are still to do, calculate the total cost of your project so far, or see how many hours or days worth of work have been assigned to different members. So now you've had a quick look at Zenkit's approach to Kanban. Let me show you the other tools you can use. If I click on the Views menu and click Table, we'll see each task in a spreadsheet. The great thing about this switch is that you're working on the exact same data, but now you have all of the powerful features of a spreadsheet too, like being able to use inline editing, being able to sort by different fields, and also being able to learn more information, such as a total or average amount for a certain field. You'll notice the different fields on the Kanban cards are now shown as columns in the table. To add a new field in Table View, just click on Add Field in the right-hand column, and you'll be taken to the same field properties pop-up that you've seen before. In collections where you have a lot of fields, the table can start to look a little cluttered. The simplest way to solve this is to hide columns that you don't need at the moment. Just click on the field name and then click Hide. If you want to view that field again, just go to the View Options menu, click Options, and then choose that field from the visible columns. You'll notice 4 extra fields at the bottom of your list. These are metadata that Zenkit generates automatically. It may be important for you to be able to track when items were last created or updated, and by whom. In that case, just click to show these columns too. Lastly, you can change the order of columns in a table view to bring the most important fields up to the front. Another view in Zenkit is the calendar. When you first open it, you'll be taken to the current month. The current day is highlighted. On the left, you'll see the Unscheduled Items column. It's pretty intuitive to use. Whenever you have unscheduled tasks, they show up here and you can just drag and drop them to schedule. Likewise, if you want to reschedule a task, you can drag and drop it into the column. You can also hide it if you don't currently need it. To switch to Week View, just click Week in the right-hand corner. You can easily navigate between weeks and months by using the arrow keys. And you can navigate to today's date by clicking Today. If you have 2 different date fields in your collection, for example, a due date and a review date, you can change between those calendars using the Calendar View options. Just go to the View Options menu and select it. If you don't have a second date field yet, like I don't right now, but want to add one, you can do so by clicking Create New. Lastly, we come to ListView. The ListView is perfect if you just want a straightforward list of every item in your collection. You can see all of the information about your items if you want to, or you can keep things really simple by dialing back the level of detail shown. Sometimes it helps to get a clutter-free look at your project. You can use the same detail bar to change the detail level of your Kanban and calendar items too. So those are the different views in Zenkit. I now want to quickly show you how you can add other members to your collection and manage other settings. To open collection settings, just click on the collection name. The first thing you'll see are the collection activities, all the changes made to all of the items inside the collection since it was created. If you click over to Settings, you can make a few changes to help your collection stand out. Under Item Name, you can change what items are called throughout the collection. In this case, they're tasks, so that's what we'll write. This helps clarify to new members exactly what the collection is for and how to use it. The Background tab shows you the same options as the Background tab on your profile settings. This time, it'll only change the background and theme of your current collection. If you choose no background, it'll show the background of your team or profile. Under Members, you can manage access to the collection. To add members to a collection, just go to the Members tab in the collection settings. Simply type in their name or username, or even enter an email address to invite someone new to use Zenkit. Now that the new member has been added, you can assign them to different tasks using the member field we set up earlier. When you add a member to a collection, they will only be able to access that single collection. If you want to create and share multiple collections, you should create a team. To create a new team, just click New Team. To add new members to a team, just click the Add Member button. You can also open the team settings by clicking on the team name. Just like collections, you can change the team name, add members, change the background, view team activities, and even enter a team description if you want. You've now had a quick look at what Zenkit can do, but we've only just touched the surface. Stay tuned for more videos about how to use Zenkit's advanced filters, bulk actions, formulas, and references to create a powerful database as easily as adding items to a list.